Hello, it is Christine back again, the Naptime Sewist, for another installment. So this is another Friday Sews. Welcome back to my channel. Anybody that has seen any of my previous videos, anybody that's been here before, and anybody new, hello, how are you? Thanks for joining me today. So first things first, what am I wearing? Today I am wearing my Tilly and the Buttons Cleo. I'll insert a photograph because I know how to do that now. Yay! This is the pattern also. I have altered it ever so slightly. As you can see, I have a wee ruffle. I talked about this in a previous video, so I'll link that video below. Anybody that is interested in finding out the changes and stuff that I made to it, you can go ahead and check out that video. Obviously watch this one first. Anyway, so what have I been up to this week? What have I been sewing? Well, that nightmare, this one, this nightmare on the mannequin is what I have been sewing this week, and oh, it has been a disaster from start to finish, but we're getting there. Not that I'm going to be able to wear it because it doesn't fit over my lovely little hips. Well, big hips, childbearing hips. Yeah, it doesn't fit. So, but I have decided I'm going to finish it anyway. I put so much work into it. I've figured out how to French seam thanks to Ailes. I will link her Instagram below. She's lovely, she's a dote. But she had given me a few tips on how to do nice neat French seams. So the inside of it is beautiful, but it still doesn't fit. Anyway, so that is what I have been mainly working on this week. I also have another Jalie. Am I saying that right? Jalie. I had shared it. I haven't got the pattern on me. I had shared it the last time in one of my videos. I'll take a picture of the pattern and I'll insert a picture of it here. I have another one of those cut out for my son. I had said before he's low on t-shirts, so I have just been steadily making wee bits for him. I have it cut out. I haven't got it sewn up or anything, and really I should, because it'll only take me an hour. It'll not take very long. It'll be another thing made, done and dusted and out of the road. But that's Brandy. That's my dog. Brandy, what's wrong? What's wrong, dude? You're all right. Calm down. Yeah, he's old. He's like 14. He's a wee Cairn Terrier, and any noise at all, and I think he would think that he's starting to lose his hearing. Any wee noise at all, and he's like going daft at it. But he's sitting here at my feet, kindly sitting with me and listening to me rabbiting on. But yes, where was I? Yes, I'll insert a picture of the Jalie 2918, I think is the pattern, and I should get it sewn up. I mean, it'll not take me very long, but you know what it's like. You know what it's like. These things be on our list and we eventually get through to them. The other thing that I have managed to get cut out this week is scrap busting floor poofy. I'm nearly sure this is closet core patterns. It's a free pattern anyway, you get on the website when you sign up. If it's not closet core, I'll insert the name of who it actually is down below. I just downloaded it and printed it off for free. Now the fabric that I have chosen, it's on a roll, so I can't really just show you a nice little small piece of fabric, but this is basically it. Now anybody that has been to IKEA before will recognize this. This is a print from IKEA from quite a few years ago. I think it says on it maybe 2007. This one's from Anna Anna Salander design for IKEA of Sweden. But I managed to get quite a few meters of that. I think it was maybe 8 meters of that for really, really, really cheap. The wee shop that I was telling you about before here locally, so and so in Lurgan, they had loads of this. I don't know, Kieran seems to magically get all these fabrics from somewhere. I don't know, wish he would tell me, but he's never going to do that. But I can benefit because I go in then and see them and snap them up. Now, I think maybe it was only 5 meters, I don't know, but I got a lot of it anyway. And when I went in and I snaffled the amount that I did, there was still more there, so he had plenty of it. But I got it for ridiculously cheap. I think it was like maybe £3 a meter or something, maybe something like that. I can't remember, but I have chosen that, and I have the pieces all cut out. But again, just waiting to put it together. I had originally been waiting on, this is hilarious, I have been waiting on the trim, what do you call it, piping. I'm waiting on piping to come. Now, they're all mixed bag. Look at this. That's obviously not the piping, but it's in the bag with the piping. Isn't it beautiful? I had gone online to find some piping and managed to find they're not coming up sort of really true to colour, but I managed to find those trims. Aren't they gorgeous? On eBay. Now, I think this was the original one that I had got. I had ordered this online. Now, I don't know if you can see that. How tiny is that? How tiny? I just, well, stupidly, I assumed that all piping was, you know, big piping. But when you think about it logically, this is perfect for like pajamas. If you had anything really chunky, which is what I was thinking of, you know, like the stuff that is in this picture. If you had that on pajamas, sure, wouldn't that just look ridiculous? So I just assumed that it would come and it would be like the one in the picture. Nope. I hadn't read the full sort of description, so learned my lesson. Oh, silly me. So that was dead on. I went back online again then, and I was very particular about how I typed in the description of what I wanted. I read through whenever I went into this particular seller on eBay, I went through their description. I looked at it and I was like, 1 centimeter, like 1 centimeter thick. That should be grand. I mean, that's bound to be thick enough. This is what arrived. The 1 centimeter, I have learned, refers to like the full width of this, not the width, diameter, whatever, of the piping cord itself. But on the bright side, I have lots of trim now if I want to make some lovely pajamas. Anybody has any ideas other than pajamas what I can use this stuff for? Comment below, please. Because I have now wasted well, it's not wasted because it will get you somewhere, but I mean, I've loads. And other than pajamas, I have no idea what I'm doing with it. Or can I just go ahead with the size that it is? Can I go ahead? Anybody that's made the closet core poofy, anybody that has made it, if you can tell me whether or not I could go ahead and use that size. I don't know. Like I went ahead and made like an inner because I didn't want to just make the cover for it, stuff it with all my scraps, and then, you know, risk bits coming out, or if I needed to wash it. Like, there are now 4 children in this house. We have 4 kids. There are 4 small people. Well, one of them's kind of tall, one of them's 14, but he's gross too. He's a, you know what teenagers are like. So I wanted something that I could easily take the cover off, throw the cover in the washing machine, and not have to restuff it with all the scraps or try and find somewhere. So what I did was I made like a lining, and I stuffed the lining with the scraps. So I now have it just to go into the outer. So like, can I use this? And then just stuff it all in? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. So yes, that is what I have been sewing this week, but it has been a full-on week. Saturday we were supposed to be taking part in a race. Didn't happen. We were supposed to be going down to, there's a crowd called Born to Run here in Northern Ireland. They organise races in beautiful places, races in nice places. I'm not sure what their tagline is, but races basically in really nice places. And they had organised one in Spelgadan. Now this would have been my racing debut after having Caitlin. Cameron decided, Mr. Naptime Sewist, he decided to ask me if I wanted to sort of commit to a race, and I suppose it was to try and help focus me, you know, with training wise. So yeah, just the last week or so has been rough with sleep wise with Caitlin. It has been tough. So come Saturday morning I was just exhausted, and Cameron got up with the rest of the guys and let me lie on. And when I got up, the time that it was when I got up, like there was no way we were going to be able to be down the road and ready for a race and whatever. So there was still maybe a slither of hope that Cameron could have, because we were doing 2 separate races. Obviously I was going to do the 5k, and he was going to stay with the kids at the sort of start to finish line, and when I come back then he was going to do, I think it was a 10k. There was a 5k, 10k and a 10 mile, and we decided we weren't quite sure how long it was going to take me to finish 5k. So whatever the second wave of race was going to be, we weren't going to suggest that Cameron do it, because I might not be back in time. So what we did was signed him up for the 3rd race, and there was a slight slither of a chance, but I mean, he would have had to go down the road at breakneck speed and wouldn't have had any time for a warm-up or prepping himself on the start line. So plus, sure, I'm lovely. He wanted to stay with me and the kids, obviously. So we went for a dander and had a really lovely wee day just right beside us. There's like a wee lake just beside us, and we took the boys for a dander and Caitlin, and just had a really nice afternoon. And then Sunday we went hiking in the morns. Yay! It was, I don't know if you can hear that. Cameron is away upstairs to one of the kids. The 2-year-old is crazy, and he just does not sleep at sleep time. He would rattle about up there till maybe after 9 o'clock at night. But anyway, if you hear la 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 la, that's what it is. So where was it? Yes, Saturday or Sunday we went hiking up the moors with the kitty winkles, and we just kind of went, we didn't go with any plan. We had decided we were just going to go at the 4-year-old Ronan. We were just going to go at his pace, and when we noticed him starting to maybe flag, I was like, we'll just come back down the mountain, we'll go in somewhere, we'll have a bite to eat, and then we'll head home. So he got, now obviously this is not going to mean anything to anybody that has not been up sleeved honoured, but he got to the third bridge on sleeved honoured, and I am super proud of him. So is his daddy. We are both just like, wow, well done. There's like a river runs up along the side, like the pathway up to the summit, and we stuck to it quite closely, but it meant then, you know, he could go and throw stones in the river, and there's a wee waterfall, you know, there was always something to distract and enjoy with them on the way up. And we stopped and we had some snacks, which were mainly of the boys having biscuits, realistically, you know, half over mine. What do you want? You want some bickies? You want some sweet stuff? So I think they got maybe a wee bit of fruit as well. I think we had some bananas and apples, and then biscuits. I did not partake in the biscuits. Sugar does not agree with me, and I am trying my bestest at the minute to adhere to the rules of no sugar. But anyway, I digress again. So yes, he got to the third bridge. We came back down into the town and we went into one of the pubs. It's like a bar and restaurant, sort of all. One of them's called O'Hare's and one of them's called McCann's, but it's the same place. Only in Ireland. Well, anyway, so we went in and they're dog friendly, so we were able to bring Brandy in with us and sit inside. So weird. That's probably one of the only places that we have been since like the whole lockdown carry on. We've been to another restaurant. My brother had a restaurant, Scrummy. We have been to it, but other than that, this is the first. And see, when I walked in, I was like, oh, those people don't have masks on. I wonder will they get into trouble? And then I was like, they're eating and drinking. They're not supposed to be wearing masks when they're eating and drinking. But it was so strange. It was so strange. But the staff were lovely. Can highly recommend O'Hare's and McCann's. Staff were great. They even went and got a wee, Cameron grabbed it, like a wee dog bowl with water and stuff for him, so that he was able to have a wee drink of water and just kind of chill out after his big mountain hike. So it was lovely. Food was great. Crack was 90. Got the boys some ice cream, and whenever we come out, I was as stuffed as get out. So we went for a lovely walk along the beach and throwing stones in the water and being chased by the waves, of course, as you do. Yeah, so Sunday was lovely. Drove home and everybody slept like a top, even Caitlin, I think. I don't know, the nights all roll into one now at the minute. She has had one or two good nights since last Friday. She has had one or two good nights, but I just couldn't tell you when they are. But yeah, that was our weekend. Oh, and I got a little delivery. Just spied this out of the corner of my eye. Now, I told you this before, I am a tracer. I am not one of these rebels, these fly-by days that are fly-by-night, whatever the saying is, I'm not really sure. I'm scared to cut into patterns. I don't like cutting into patterns because, like I said, my weight would fluctuate quite a bit. You never know who you might want to make a pattern for. You might want to make a pattern for somebody else and they're not the same size, whatever. So I trace. This is what I trace on. Can you see that? I love it. It's fantastic. The Swedish tracing paper. It is my absolute favourite thing to sew with, to trace onto. It's easy to mark, because it's nearly like woven. It's not. I have used loads of stuff before. I've used like actual card, like the cards that you would write to somebody. I've used that type of card. I have used tracing paper. I've used what do you call that stuff you use for the oven? Ooh, I can't remember. Oven paper? That's not the name of it, but I can't remember. Grease-proof paper. You would get there in the end. Sleep deprivation is real. It is real. So anyway, Patterntrace, Swedish tracing paper. Love it. Absolutely fantastic. It takes like your markings really well. Whenever you have to you know, I don't know, some people like tailor tacks, some people don't. I do use tailor tacks, and it's really easy to pierce through the Swedish tracing paper. I actually think on the Great British Sewing Bee, did somebody not actually sew with this stuff before? Maybe Leah. Can't remember what season that was. Maybe it was like 6, don't know. But anyway, I love it. So yes, I got a delivery of that today, and this week, and I got a new pair. Look how dark it's getting. I got a new pair of Snips. I got these from Patterntrace as well, and they're class. It's so nice whenever you have sharp snips. See when your snips start to go blunt. See, trying to cut those wee threads in nice and close so that you can't see them. Not easy. It's not easy. It's poison. It is poison. But I've got new, I know they're in the box. Small confession. I did put these back in the box just for the video because I'm a bit weird that way. And I haven't used my Patterntrace Swedish tracing paper yet. I haven't traced any more like patterns because I was waiting to do a video with you guys first. Yeah, oh well. But yes, I love these. I love the green. Nice bright green. She couldn't beat it. Snip, 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 snip. But yes, that has been my week. It has been crazy. At home with 3 kiddies. The eldest boy, he deserts us in the summer holidays. He goes to see Nanny. He gets more privileges with Nanny, you see. He gets more time with the electronics and gets to stay up later, and because we're all early birds in this house, and going to bed and leaving him downstairs, I don't think so. Whereas my mum's a real night owl, she would sit up. So he gets to sit up later then. So because he gets more privileges there, he likes to spend more time in Nanny's. But yes, the 3 wee ones, oh holy majolies. Oh wow. Sharing is not a thing that they like to do. No. And then the 2-year-old, dear love him, he's like Tantrum City because he's 2 and he's at that stage. But oh, the joys. But to be fair, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I love being off on maternity leave. I love being at home, and even whenever I'm at work, I love having, you know, I would have reduced my hours before going off there, and I just love being at home with them. It's not for everybody, and it's really not, and that's grand. But it's just, I just love being at home with them. I really, really do. Even though sometimes you could safely hide away in a wee hole somewhere for 20 minutes. No, you couldn't, because they'd be at the hole going, Mommy, can I come in with you? But anyway, yes, that's us. That is the week this week. Happy Friday sews. I hope everybody is doing really well. I hope everyone has had a chance to get some sewing done this week. I hope your sewing has been more successful than my shirt dress. I will go into more details about how much of a disaster it has been whenever I do my wrap up sort of at the end of the month for my mix, because I will finish it. I will finish it and put it in a cupboard and not look at it for a year until we see if my hips get any smaller. I doubt they will. Not in any rush to make them any smaller, but we'll see what happens. if it fits me, it does, and if it never fits me, well, sure, we'll pass it on to somebody that has smaller hips. But anyway, everybody stay safe. Thank you to everyone who has come back. Welcome to, and thank you for joining us for this video. To anybody that is new to the channel, if you are new, feel free to thumbs up for Friday. Feel free to give me a like and hit the subscribe button and join us for more wonderful crack and me talking pure nonsense. So everybody stay safe. See you later. Bye.
I'm coming away.
Down here, you have to jump right in that big middle bit. 1, 2, 3.